How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Did you see what Dyson Daniels did today? He had a career night against the Celtics, and while he scored a bunch of points, his defense is the thing that has been absurd to begin the season. He is one of the best defenders in the league, crazy steal numbers, and he was unbelievable against an elite Celtics offense that so often makes things look easy, but Dyson doesn't let them do that. He is such a pest. He's so good at forcing the Celtics. Like, there is 10 seconds on the clock, or 11 seconds, when the Celtics get into their action, because Daniels has been pressuring them since the second the ball crossed half court. Like, he doesn't let them establish a rhythm. And if you like that, and you like Dyson Daniels, you should consider like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. Helps me out a ton. I really appreciate the support, and this is a great defense by Larry Nance, who I think is good. But Dyson loves to just hang out in this little elbow area, elbow nail, free throw line extended. This is where Dyson makes his money as a defender because of his incredible range. Tatum is, less likely to shoot because he knows Dyson is a threat to swat his shit. Dyson can also jut out to Brown or to Peyton Pritchard because of his range, but he doesn't even need to because Onyeka makes a nice contest on that play. But we'll see Dyson executing his range as well. Look at this play where he just destroys this dribble handoff as very basic kind of concept here that the Celtics go for. Baseline out of bounds, use the inbounder in a dribble handoff to get them free, but Dyson Daniels knows exactly what is coming, and he just jumps to cut this off. Tatum tries to go backdoor. Dyson, this is great defense by Onyeka too, reacting to take that away, and from there Dyson gets around another screen. Look at this gigantic step that Dyson takes. He is one of the best screen navigators in all of basketball, and just look at how tight he is sticking his foot right next to Nemias Queta, staying on balance, changing directions, contesting that Jason Tatum miss. He was absurd, and he really is just a pest, and I feel like the pest label is usually given to these small guards like your Jose Alvarado types, but Dyson is 6'7", long and explosive as hell. Like, he's just poking at Jalen's handle, and you can just see how freaking long and how much reach he has and how quick he stabs his hands, and that helps Garrison Matthews nab the steal here with Daniels just wrapped all over Jaylen Brown. Doesn't get credit for the steal himself, but obviously was instrumental. And we're going to watch Dyson Daniels blow up two plays here. The first, the Celtics are going to go with this double stagger screen for Jaylen Brown, or two screen to try to get Jaylen moving for a three or moving downhill. And Dyson, of course, is going to break that shit up. And then they try to run another play towards the corner right here, and Dyson's going to blow it up as well. Great offenses always have other options built in when their first options fail, and the Celtics try that with this little flare pin type screen, right, where Hauser is trying to get the ball out to Jaylen, but Dyson just jumps that as well, end up taking a really, really difficult shot there late in the clock, and that was pretty much all because of Dyson's work, and just watch him communicate on this possession, making all the right switches, not allowing any advantages, and then sits down as their low help defender. Look at Jalen Johnson switch him out, indicating that he's going to be taking the corner, and Dyson can just sit on Jason Tatum, force a tough pass, and Peyton Pritchard can't make that shot. But once again, this is Daniels beginning the possession, guarding out top, denying Jason Tatum, executing this switch really well, doing another switch, and with Larry Nance out of the paint there, and Onyeka, both of their quote-unquote bigs out of the paint, usually you'd be left with a big opening, but it is a luxury to have one of your guards protect the rim and rotate like Dyson Daniels can. He's definitely a better perimeter deflection guy than he is a rim protector, but he can really protect the rim. And Dyson Daniels' closeouts are absolutely absurd, and sometimes Derek White is going to hit Derek White shots, but Dyson here helping deep into the paint once again, and the ball's going to go out to Jason Tatum on the perimeter. Dyson, of course, sprints the closeout, but he has a plan, right? He's going to force Tatum towards Larry Nance Jr. here and cut off this sideline. Exactly what happens. Immediately reads this pass. Look how quickly Dyson reads this pass. The second Tatum does this behind the back, before the ball has even crossed Dyson Daniels' body, he's reacting to contest. And like I said, Derek White just hit a ridiculous shot there, but we can see the defensive aptitude that Daniels has. And this guy, as you've probably heard, is a deflection monster. Daniels, we'll just look at the numbers really here. 7.6 deflections per game. Second, not counting the small samples, is Jokic at 4.4. He has a 3 deflection gap. 7.6 deflections per game is so incredibly absurd. Like, look at last year's where the leader, 3.7, Alex Caruso. Dyson Daniels was up there. He was at 2.8. He was already an elite perimeter defender last year, but man, the stuff that he is doing at the moment. EPM has him as the second best guard defender in the league right now. Only second to Alex Caruso right here. So his defense and ability to generate turnovers is absolutely incredible. Dyson, just quick hands, quick reactions, and his activity and energy are really, really effective. Dyson going to jump this pass right here. This is a really good job by him reading the passing lane and showing off his crazy explosiveness, because most players, right, they're still inside the three-point line when the pass is out of his hands, but so explosive, long, can just get the edge of that ball and then turn it the other way for the easy bucket. Just a really gifted steal generator. Digs in on Jalen's handle here that, he wasn't holding particularly tight. And this is maybe my favorite possession of the whole video, where I'll just let it roll. He's guarding Jason Tatum up top. Once again, makes things difficult. 12 seconds on the shot clock before they get into the action. Sticks with Tatum, gets around the screen, not letting him go anywhere, steals the ball. Like, this is just elite best defender in the world stuff against the top 5-ish type guy in the league. Daniels right here. Tatum tries to get him with this little half spin. He does not bite. Tatum's going to try to get him with the rescreen. Daniels just, again, look at how tight he's attached here. Sticks with him. And then he's going to jump back in front, and the quick hands, the long arms, to end up stealing the ball. Literally one of the first plays of the game, pressuring Tatum out to half court and forces the Celtics to, run their offense in a suboptimal manner. Ends up getting a deflection right here, and Jalen Johnson does a great job deflecting it. But Dyson Daniels is rotating down to take away a potential pass to Drew Holiday, which should mean, in normal circumstances, that the pass out to Tatum should be free. And yes, Johnson deflects this, but Dyson was sprinting out there anyway, and his ability to get these deflections and steals that you just don't really think he should be able to is quite the special trait at this point. Again, we see the closeout stuff, where I think closeouts are one of the most underrated defensive skills in the league, especially, again, against offenses like the Celtics that create so many closeout attacking opportunities with their shooting. But Dyson stops on a dime to take away the inside. This is clearly what Atlanta was trying to do. They were icing towards the baseline. But Dyson's able to look how quick and explosive it is. It's just, this is like watching like wide receiver or running back do like the footwork ladders. Like, it is absolutely beautiful watching Dyson move his feet. And he definitely isn't a perfect point of attack defender. Like, his size, and he's only like 21 years old. Of course he's going to get bullied by Jaylen Brown at time, but great execution of this switch. Like, you just don't see him miscommunicating that a lot, which is impressive for a really young, defensively challenged team in Atlanta. Like, Dyson is consistently making good plays, and yeah, Tatum, is going to be able to back him down and score on him at times. And sometimes Dyson's kind of gambly, heavy nature will potentially lead to dangers, where he didn't get punished late in the game right here, but Dyson, this is a great drive by Derek White. Jalen Johnson doesn't want to leave Jalen, so it gives up a wide open lane. And at this point, it's probably best for Onyeka to come in and help, and Larry Nance to kind of prepare to help on Al Horford, so Dyson doesn't have to leave Jason Tatum wide open in the corner. But Dyson comes, and his aggressive kind of ball hockey play style is, I think, more than not worth it. Like, you live with the kind of faults, but it just kind of comes with the territory. But he's more great than bad, obviously, and just once again ripping through this screen, and great pass by Tatum, and Derek White scores. But the offense is definitely more hit or miss. Like, he was impressive in this game, but Daniels, quite inefficient in the season, shooting 27% from three. The stuff at the rim is definitely better. This is the best stuff that he's doing to me, is getting to the rim more than he ever has, and shooting more efficiently, and he was driving with some real aggression here, like getting downhill, using his touch to finish. And that's one of my issues with Dyson, is he just doesn't get a lot of easy opportunities for himself. He obviously usually shouldn't have to create this much, because he'll have Trey and Bogdanovich and Hunter and all the guys they're missing. But this is great experience for him, thrust into this creator role, because if he could actually develop into some semi-useful creator, then that would just do wonders for his ceiling. And Dyson's a great passer as well, like beautiful skip pass out of the pick and roll right here. The Celtics are going to switch here, right? And that means Sam Hauser has to sit in this kind of gap. But Sam Hauser is not Dyson Daniels, who can like stunt and recover, and he's going to give up a wide open three to Larry Nance there. So Dyson's offense is definitely encouraging in this game. Like I said, the aggression as a driver was probably the best thing he did. But still, even on a lot of these positive plays where he throws a beautiful assist to Jalen Johnson to catch Jaylen Brown sleeping, his handle is still a big work in progress, and a lot of times he loses his balance and isn't able to keep control. Ends up, like I said, converting there with his great feel and processing and just court awareness generally. But I still think this handle is notable, and the offense is definitely far away. But the fact that he's getting this opportunity to improve it, and look at him using his strength to like out-muscle Jason Tatum, get all the way to the rim. Still not perfect, but he has good touch. He's really big and tall and long and is a good enough mover. Like, he could definitely develop into a solid driver. I don't know how I feel about the offense long term, but defensively, it's obvious that he is on pace to be an all-defense first-team guy. Like, we'll see how these steal deflection numbers hold up, but the way that he's defending on the perimeter, obviously, but also as like an interior defender at time, just doing everything, covering so much ground, playing multiple roles on one possession, like, it is absurd. It is the stuff of the best defenders in the league, and Dyson is really playing like that. I absolutely love the acquisition of him by the Hawks. I made a video of him maybe a year or two ago where I sung his praises, and I'm so thrilled to see him hooping like he is. But let me know if you enjoyed this, and like, comment, subscribe. Y'all are the best.